Bit of a moment of miscommunication there. Okay, so we missed a bit of the qualifying. I am sorry for that, and a bit of miscommunication with Tino, who was streaming, who was not, and all that. But alright, so you haven't missed much. Collins is on pole, Stinos is P2, Axe is P3, Josh P4, Pitmax P5. Who is obviously in the Galizzi rejoins and was disconnected when I've been doing this. Marco Sniper's just jumped to P7 now. Next up, I think that's Kabakox P5. Good job by him and the quali. Josh is here. Josh is on a lap here. He's 2 tenths up here, coming around the final corner now. Is Josh going to improve from P4 and maybe get into the front row here? Comes the line and does not. It's P3 only for Josh unknown here. Let's remember the seats for the top 8 are still going up for grabs, remember, because the top 8 automatically will get a seat for next season in the F1 2022. Alright, let's see who's on. Ken just jumps in the P3 there. Next car is Jet on out. No, it's Coles on an outlap. Is that Wage-Nar or Nicholas? Yeah, it's Wage-Nar on an outlap. The Red Bull of Axel will jump on board of him. He's the only Red Bull now, since Cameron is not going to race for the last bit of the season. He will focus on PC, so Cones could steal the title here. As here comes Axel across the line, P2 here, but he can't get near the Cones' pace at the moment. Next car coming across the line is, I don't know, I think it's the Loki Chiefs just started that, didn't he? Loki, yeah, just started. Any McLarens, Kabakox and all that come to the pits. Jet on that lap, was that Cones? No. Hello everyone, sorry about, oh god, it's good now. Okay, I've just noticed who's in the chat. Libano, I can't see now because you've commented. Alright, coming across the line now, Josh is coming to the pits, the Ferrari of Stinos on the outlap. Enzo on outlap. Okay, let's see who's on a lap, who's finishing soon. Marco, is he on a back-to-back? Yeah, Marco is on a lap, it looks like, maybe. It's fine, Adam, I'm joking with you. But other than that, I think the only horse on a lap is Wage-Nar, who's invalidated, unfortunately, a track which is really hard. Alright, so sorry about that being a bit late there. I had a miscommunication. Thought Woutinho could get back in time, but unfortunately he hasn't, so I have to start the stream off. Alright, let's see who's on a lap. Is that Jet coming across the line? Yeah, Jet's got the final corners here, the F3 reserve, yet again reserved in F1. And how will his pace be here? Comes the line, P15 at the moment, and jumps to P7. Great lap by Jacob there. Next car, I think that is Super Thomas coming on an outlap. Is that Ferrari of Stint? Yes, it is Stinos, but he's invalidated. Car behind him is Cones, invalidated also. But this is where it's going to start getting complicated now. Is that Lee on a lap behind him? Yes, it is. In the Alfa Romeo here. He's coming to the Sector 3 now, he's kept it clean. He's going to come to the line now. Last 2 corners to Liam now. This will be his first official lap. The 15.2 at the moment. Oh, he's invalidated the last corner! And he's going to be raging with himself for that. Michalizzi's... No, it's not Michalizzi's. Wage now comes to the line. Jumps all in a P3. A great lap by Wage. Next car is... who is that? Red. It's Enzo in his new Ferrari seat today. Comes the line and all the way into P2. What a lap by Enzo! Next car is Michalizzi coming to the line and only says P60. It's Merck next, but he's pitted. Cones is in the pits. Oh wow, this is where the laps are going to start tumbling down here. Super Thomas is the next car who will do finish a full official lap. Comes to the line now, keeps it clean the last corner. And Super Thomas covers the line, P15 at the moment. How can he improve? P9. Next car is going to be his teammate on an outlap. And I don't think anyone else unless Michalizzi. Yes, Michalizzi's on a lap, but Michalizzi's the only car thing on a lap right now. So stick on board with Michalizzi, who reserves again today. Sorry, I'm so rushed onto this. So our reserve today are Michalizzi in the Alpine. We have Robin is Warren West in the Williams, and we have Jacob in the Haas today. Lee unfortunately did not turn up today for an unknown reason, so alright, so that's going to be interesting to say the least. To say is Mikuliti's going to finish his lap. Marco's ahead of him. Hopefully he's going to stay out of the way, and he does. Ooh, Mikuliti looks like he's backed out. I wonder if Mikuliti's run out of fuel. Oh, he has. Mikuliti unfortunately runs out of fuel here. Looks like he was going. Who is next on track? Who can set a lap? Oh, I think Capacox may have just got blocked there. I'll have to see that. I got to report it because it looks like Pitmax blocked him. Who's on a lap right now? Yellow flag. That's just the cars being slow for turn 1. Because that is Cones in the cell factor. Marco's on a lap actually, so but he's in validation. Okay, the track on the validation. Wow, is massive as track as it, but pole position still belongs to Cones at the moment. Nowhere's get anywhere near his time at the moment. The one closest is Enzo Neze, half a tenth off. He was an F2 reserve. I have moved him up to a full-time seat for the last 2 rounds because his pace was incredible at Singapore and the race before that. So let's see. Anyone on laps at the moment? Pitmax has started a lap, and I think it's him unless... No, Liam ahead of him is on a lap, so... No. Ah, see, this is so confusing sometimes. What's going on with Cones? Oh, Cones is burning fuel. I was wondering why the yellow flag was out. But we'll go and jump border back on Pitmax, who is catching up to Cones. Cones hopefully will get out of the way for him. And I think, I think he's backed out of the lap. So next car on a lap is going to be Liam Cross, right behind these two. Keeps it clean coming up into the second 2 line. Is he improved time here? He's nearly 5 tenths up here. Cones needs to get out of the way quickly for Liam. And he does quickly, getting on to the left here. Liam's now just got the final sector to go. He's currently in last position, it's 3:17. And he's going to come to the line now with 2 more corners to go. Hopefully he can keep it valid here on the last corner. Keeps a lot of curb in there, and Liam's going to keep it this lap. He's going to come to the line now. Will he improve his time much? And jumps to P9. As now a lot of the cars are going to start tumbling over. Who is next across the line? It looks like. I think it's a Mercedes off Sniper. And it is a Sniper just keeps it in the bounds there. Comes to the line now. And jumps to P13. Next car is going to be Josh. He's on a out lap. Stinos. No, it's Enzo. Trying to find whose car's on laps. Marco, has he done back to back or? No, Marco's run out of fuel. Red Bull slowing down. Looks like he's backing off for his lap. Quite surprising there, but hopefully he gets out the way for obviously now he needs to build a gap for himself. Alright, we've got a minute left of the session there. This is going to be the last laps for everyone now. There won't be enough time to get back to the pits now. So, unfortunately, Axa's got to nail this out. Marco will start P9 at most, because he's run out of fuel, I feel like. We'll stick on board of Axa, obviously, since he's one of the guys gambling for pole. He needs a full temp to get it here. There's Marco, out of fuel there. So stick about Axa's taking a lot of curb and runs wide. Goes to sector 1, he's nearly there's half a temp up here already. Axa's got a goal opportunity here, if he can keep this lap going. And Cones has just, meanwhile, increased the gap by another 3 tenths. And Jet goes into P5 now. The laps are starting to tumble down now. That car, who's next coming off the line? I think that's Liam, but he's backed out there. Josh comes along the line. And he's going to go into P2. A great lap by Josh there. And Enzo can't do anything. He stays P3. Now, next call, I think that is Wage. No, it's not Wage. It's Mikuliti, head of Axa, remember. Axa, could Axa get anywhere in this pole? We'll stick aboard Mikuliti. He's going to finish his lap. Keeps it valid. Keeps going. And here comes Mikuliti to the line. P16. Axa goes P3 only. Next car is Stinos. P3 for the Ferrari man. Next car is going to be able to jump aboard quickly to Ken. And he's bounded his lap. Next car is Super Thomas. He goes P10. Next car, Loki, Jeeves and Validator, so he will not improve. Marco's out of fuel. Capacops will be the next car coming off line, and Validators. Pit Max, he's got. I don't think he's got any fuel in the. Yeah, he's got no fuel, so that's his lap done. Now, but Collins is like, oh my, Casper spins out on the front stretch. But Collins, it looks like he's going to take a dominating pole here by nearly 2 tenths over Josh Unknown. And I think that is it. Wagenor is unfortunately... Oh, Wagenor must have span out in his final lap. P6 is the best for the Alpine driver. And we're just waiting for Josh to get... I don't know if Josh's car get control, I don't know. Along with Collins. Collins is pitting. So that is the end of quali. So another pole for today. And this is a huge opportunity for Collins because... As if I haven't explained this already, Cameron is not going to race anymore unless he decides to turn up last season at Monza. But this is open the door for Collins to win his championship from being an F3 driver. He could win the F1 Drivers' Champion here. The gap is currently 13 at 4 points, I think. I just need to double check this. Stands up when I wait for this because Wattino should join us later. I'm hoping. But we'll have to wait and see how this goes. Alright. F1 standings, as we've got 11 viewers. Thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry for the delay again. We're just waiting for Josh to get in the pits, as I've just realised Enzo has just picked him. I may have just missed that. But it goes Collins, Enzo, Josh at the top 3. Then Stinos, Axa, Wagenor, Jet, another solid performance by the F3 driver. Ken, Robin and Super Thomas. Then Loki, Marco, Liam, Pitmax, Sniper, Mikulitsi and Casper all get choice of tyres from the start of the race. Everyone for softs at the end, so I've got a feel we might have a clean split again. Alright, the point difference right now is 32. If Collins wins today, he just needs 8 points here at Monza to take the title away from Cameron. P2 is already sealed up, obviously, for Google, obviously, because even him not racing, it looks, maybe. But Axa needs 21 points to overhaul him. Google is still an uncertainty if he's going to race next season, because he doesn't know if he wants to get the game, when I was discussing to him. So our ones in the league right now is Cameron, Diego, Axa, Ken, Loki and Sniper. Only 1 point between the Mercedes drivers. Those two have been so close this season. Josh Unknown, Liam Cross, and Stinos are in the top 10 right now. Alright, this is going to be see how this race starts. As dry race all round, if I haven't mentioned that already. I have to wait and see, as I am still a bit devastated because I am a Liverpool supporter and City just won the title, so I'm a bit frustrated still at that. But hey, GG to them. That was probably one of the best seasons we've ever had since 10 years ago. But just gonna see how this goes. Obviously, everyone's picking their fuel and starting tyres and the pit strategy for today's race. I have to wait and see how that plays out for everyone today. But let's just see how this race goes, because as proven, as yesterday, Jericho unfortunately had a bit of a mishap with the rain. Unfortunately, the pole he had did not amount to much. And the fact I just realised Collins was only a 10th quicker than him. Alright, so here's the grid, as there's everyone going to get rid of the tyres warmed up. I've got a feeling it has to be an even split for tyres. And, oh, actually, we've got some aggressive guys in the back. We've got Marco and Pitmax going for soft tyres for the start. That's a bit of aggressive strategy, but we'll have to see how that plays out, since there's only a few overtaking opportunities. But the question is, obviously, how is Collins going to manage his race today? Because Enzo, Josh, Stinos were very close to him in qualifying. So, but obviously, because quali pace counts for 1. But race pace is much different, as proven in F2 yesterday. Aldridge, our season F2 champion, only got P14 in quali. He went on to win the race by nearly 10 seconds. But he did slow down a little bit at the end, I'll admit. As everyone's just going to get the tyres warmed up, and then as you can see, Collins is burning some fuel here. ready to start the race here. As remember, this will be the penultimate round here. We have Monza as our finale. But we'll have to see how this runs out. But I'm going to see how... Leave your comments behind. Who do you think's going to have the top 3 and who will win today? Because I feel like Cole's just going to get this today. And I feel like Enzo should get the podium. And I think maybe Axa could steal a podium here. But we'll have to wait and see, as Cole's car is now being taken over by the AI in just a second. And let's just see how this race plays out, everyone. For God's sake, this is what I get when I have to deal with you in the comments, Adam. Alright, let's just see how Collins is coming to the line. Everyone's starting to run to the line. The last car on the grid will be Commentator P17, but never count them out here at Imola because you don't know how many cars will finish. Alright, so let's just see how this plays out. Comes the line now. Last car on the lead is now Casper. They're just waiting for the grid to sort itself out. I'm just trying to get a good position for the start. As here we go, the lights are coming on now. 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights. And we are way here at Imola. It looks like Coles has got a good getaway and he's going to hold up. But Josh has got a great one. And side by side Enzo for P2. We'll jump on board of those two are side by side. And he's going to squeeze them out. And he's just going to get a Josh gets in the position. That's huge. Oh, there goes Ken in the back roads. Ken must have contact with the Ferraris who's side by side here. And instead of is going to get between Enzo's lost 2 positions. And further back, looks like Robert's had a bit of a moment. But look at this action is trying to get past the Ferraris, just like in real life. Marco gets past Loki as Robin and Marco side by side, but Loki backs up smartly behind. And we're only on lap 1 and we've already had quite a bit of action. I'm only halfway around, but the big question is, Coles is got away and now we've got Josh Unknown all behind her after a great start from me. Oh, who's that? Enzo spins around! Enzo spun! He must hit the curb in a bit, and now he's going to have a huge challenge now to get back in him. Loki's going to be pushed wide, looks like maybe by Pit Max. He comes back behind him. But now that's just as look at Jay, he's going for a move on Wage. No, contact Jay, Wage was off! And Wage is out of the race! Is that going to bring anything out here? Because Jet went for an aggressive move, and I don't think Wage was going to appreciate that. But nothing's going to come out, it seems. But Coles leads lap 1. As we're still involved with Robin. Is he looking for a move on Jet? I know Wage John's going to be absolutely fuming. Wage John, unfortunately, who was leading the Singapore race. And unfortunately, getting contact with Jet, who went for a bit of an aggressive move, I'm going to say. Sorry, Jet. But the big question here is Josh owns P2 after a great start, but now is just trying to stick the course before DRS is activated. Ken and Enzo are the big losers here, as Enzo is into last position and Ken's P14 after the bit of contact, I think. But unfortunately, that's going to play the race out now because they're on the softer compound and now going to charge through the grid. Now, we're on 15 viewers, surprisingly. Actually, oh, a bit involved with Cabacox there! And it's just, oh no, I really hope that's not me, and I hope that's Cabacox. But other than that, it looks like Josh has actually managed to stay off to Collins for the ERS. Now, Josh is our fastest car on track. So, let's see what the ERS difference. The ERS isn't that much different. So, Josh actually has solid pace here today in this race. And further back, it looks like Marco has got past Robin on the outside, and further back Ken gets past Cabacox. So a lot of it takes before DRS gets fully activated. But the big question is how is Josh going to do this, do his charge against Collins here today? And the question is, how is the strategy? Are we going to see the one stop to hards, the one stop to mediums? Since the softs can handle a lot of tyres here around Imola, but it's more about watching your temps and how you manage your tyres also. Is the key thing here. First DRS activated. I know I keep thinking there's no DRS. As Cabacox's first penalty of the day. P14 and the penalty, so he's on the medium, so that might play out later in the race. Further back as Liam. What's happened to Liam? He spun out. Unfortunately, both Alfa Romeo drivers have had a fortunate incident in the first 2 laps. As we're going to start lap 4 now. Josh is going to be out of DRS sector here now, Cones, which will leave the session, which is fair. Cones has now took fast lap back from him. But now he's run out of ERS now. So Josh, if you can mount a chance, say with Josh, he's got no ERS. But let's watch this train. Look at this train behind Super Thomas. Here comes Jet, going to fly around the outside here, and the Haas driver. Thomas just can't defend that, and into 3-5 goes Jet. As he's going to defend Marco here, Super Thomas, and he's going to hold him off here for the time being. But Marco he's got a huge train behind him now, Super Thomas. As Jet is starting to pull away, as Marco's got to move on the inside here, side by side here. Who is going to give away first? Marco off the inside for the next corner. Are they going to get through side by side? And Marco does it just right on the inside. And now look at this. He's got Robin right on his rear now, Super Thomas. And he can't do the move yet. He's always locked up in pitbox, nearly went in the back of his teammate for today. As there's a lot of battles starting to build up. Josh is trying to close the gap down for DRS here. As it looks like I'm going to go back onto Josh. He might have DRS on Cones this lap. As he does have DRS. This is a major thing for Josh here in his race. Still is just too far back to get DRS. But I'll stick aboard Lee because he has DRS and can now sit behind the Haas driver. If he can stick to the gap. Further, I'm going to jump on board further back because is anyone else going to be overtaken on the big front stretch? It looks like the only one maybe is Ken if he goes for a late move on Sniper, but he thinks better of it. Ken has better tyres and is on the quicker tyre at the moment, but the Swartnumber Sniper's tyres are the better ones in these conditions. I'm going to have to jump on board with the front two yet again. Josh is having a great drive today and sticking to the rear of Cones. He is not letting the Portuguese driver get away from him. As the gap is 8 tenths and it is stable. So Josh is keeping up to Cones and putting a lot of pressure onto the Portuguese driver. Obviously, he needs 32 points to take the title. Further back, the Williams to swap positions. As Pitmax gets into P8 now against Robin, his teammate today. And looks like, I saw that Sniper and Ken are side by side. He knows the tail right now. Josh is just going to get DRS, it looks like. But there might be a bit of a spicy thing going on onto the front stretch now. We're on lap 7 now. Service Robin spins out of the curb and I just caught that. He's going to get the car rolling and wait for everyone to get past and gets going. But there's what the Josh, I've just noticed that. The gap was nearly 1 second before, but now it's 2.1 as Pitmaker gets past Super Thomas. But now he's going to do off Stinos. He's all over his tailpipe in the Ferrari. A bit of a half spin there for Stinos. So it looks like the tyres are starting to go off on some drivers already. As this... now there's Robin, and that's why he spun out! Yet again, his tyres must be cooked still. But let's see, if heard about it, Cones has got now a 2-second buffer now. Josh may be under attack on this DRS sector with how close Stinos is. And a yellow flag, that's Robin again, he spun out on his cooked tyres yet again. We're going to stick on board with Josh because he's got to deal with Stinos behind him. As now, a bit of a moment there, Cox gets past Ken here. So I'm going to stick on board of these. Is Stinos going to be able to do anything against Josh Unknown here? The DRS is so powerful here. Can he do anything? Stinos is coming. Josh is going to defend the inside. Stinos is going to be on the outside. Going to have to keep his way just squeezed there. Fairly by Josh there, onto the curb, and just like what Max did. It's a clean race because he wasn't far enough alongside. But Josh holds position for the moment, but is just losing time to Ken. As meanwhile, as Kavakox has spun out! Kavakox must have lost the car because he just has 3 positions there. So he's going to have to fight back here, the McLaren driver. He's on the medium, so he should be better than some of these guys ahead of him. But the big winners here are the both Mercedes drivers. They're both on the mediums and P9 and 10. Let's look at position changes now. Biggest one is Pit Max up 7 positions. He started on softs, I remember, in P14. The lowest one is Enzo. He dropped 11. And Axe just got 3 seconds and Cabacox. As Robin is pitted, he is not retiring. But he will be a lap down on lap 7. So that's a really unfortunate thing for Robin. He's going to keep racing on into the mediums, hopefully to the end maybe. And there goes Coles to put one guy down on lap down already. Now, is that going to affect the lap traffic? Well, jump aboard Stinos. He's just too far here. Just again, just having enough here. Cut better exit and set 3. Going to jump aboard as looks like Pit Max and Super Thomas are going to start battling here. Super Thomas, as further back, Ken gets past Sniper here. So Ken's on a fight back. He's P10 at the moment. I need a drink, sorry. Okay, I got the limiters in this. But there's loads of battles starting to stack me over the track here. Oh, as you got Marco battling for P5 on Jet. You got Super Thomas battling for P7. And you've got Ken trying to fight his way back up the order from his contact, either contact or losing the car in the second corner of the start of the race. Meanwhile, Coles is happily holding the wheel, and he's got Robin right behind him now. But the big one I'm seeing now is Stinos is much closer than Josh here. The gap's only less than 5 tenths. He could do it if he gets a good exit here. And Josh Pitts. Oh, Axe has a bit of a moment there. I saw the background. Josh Pitts very early, it looks like. And it looks like Coles is going to be overtaken by a lap marker. That's going to hinder his view massively now. And Pit Max gets past Thomas into P6 now. No, I'm sorry, I messed that up. The full grid thing completely threw us off. Josh starts in P14 now. He has clean track with Liam coming behind, which could play out for him. But no. Cones is still going to deal with the AI. That's going to hurt for the race leader, because Robin is driving through Cones right now. But now he's getting away because the mediums are much better already, it looks like. So Josh is through the undercut over. So the big question is now how is everyone going to react to this? This is going to be hurt. Cones is going to be raging by this guy's not getting away. Yellow flag. Cabacox retired on track. No, he's crashed out, it looks like. I thought he'd rolled out, but no, he's into the wall, it looks like. Yes, he is into the wall there. No safety car again. As there goes Robin, obviously, he needs to get out of the way now, because the blue flags are going to be displayed now for him. Further back, Axe is now going to deal with Marco all over his tailpipe. He might lose the position here with DRS. Here comes Marco and Jet, remember. Axe is going to defend Marco. He goes to the inside, but Marco might have enough straight line speed to get around Owen and takes P3, Marco. As further back, Pit Max and Super are still scrapping for P6 only. And then the Mercedes are battling Michalizzi now as... Oh, what happened there? As Enzo and Ken have both pitted. That's a bit early. They've reacted to Josh, it looks like. So the strategies now starting to come out everywhere now. And now the question is, any of these guys going to be pitting along with them? This is going to absolutely be... Pit Max is going to be huge. Alright, we are currently on lap 10. Pit Max just gains another penalty, it looks like. We are currently on lap 10. We have only 15 drivers left. Capcom's crashed out. Wageall crashed out. Cones is currently 3.5 seconds up on Stinos in the P2 Ferrari. As Enzo unfortunately spun out on the curb after great qualifying for him. Cones is not going to pit yet. I'm going to see if anyone else behind him is going to pit. Stinos does not pit. Marco, is any of these guys going to pit? No, but Marco's going to be under attack by Axa now. DRS yet again. Switching places now as Axa. As Super Thomas gets past him as he pits. And here comes Axa round the outside. And just the same move. Michalizzi's connection disconnects him yet again. As Axa into P3 again. And Jet is just happily watching this battle behind them in the Haas. And I don't think the structure's sealed up. I need to quickly check this while there's not much going on. Sniper and Loki have just swapped there, it looks like. Okay, let's get the constructors up right now. Actually aren't done yet. They're 9 points between the Haas and the Red Bull. We've got two Haas's and one Red Bull today, so this could be a pivotal moment here. And it's Axel! I was saying that Axel's had a huge moment, and there goes Marco, and there goes Jet. And Jet's good side by side here in the corner, and he backs out the move smartly. But Axel was a great save there to keep his car on track and not spin out completely. Well, jump ball back in Cones. Cones still is in the pit, but the car is still ahead of him, of the lap car. And that's a yellow flag, that's Liam. What's happened to him there? We'll go board him, he spun out again on the same bit. This track is biting people in the arse today, it seems. And he's going to be side by side with Pit Max. And Pit Max gets the position. And so I'm going to jump aboard of Axa. Axa's over Marco, but he can't do it here. As we're on lap 12 now, this is when I'm going to see all the pit stops. I'm going to see Loki and the Sniper. These two are teammates, but they do not want to give each other a remember. The point's only 1 point between these two. So these two are not going to let each other go. They're going to race each other as fair as they can, because these two are so close in pace. Liam's looking for an overtake here, but he backs out. He joins back. He's currently in P9 on mediums, thankfully. And who's that? That's Robin. He spun out. Now he's going to have to let everyone buy him, because he's a lapped car, so he needs to let everyone buy him. And then, thankfully, he's had no problems there. I think Codes is going to be happy with that. Alright, so I feel like this is the lap I'm going to see. Most cars are going to start pitting now. What happened to Jet there? I saw a bit of a lag there. Don't know, but we'll stick aboard. Cones does pit here. And is Stinos going to copy him? Yes, he does. Stinos will follow him in. Ooh, but Stinos just gets the car slowed down. Marco, Axa, Jet is going to go out for another lap, because obviously his teammate's in. The mediums should be going out. Next car, anyone else going to be pitting here? Loki and Sniper doing them. They're on the mediums. And now everyone's going to be pitting for fresh mediums to the end of the race. Now the big question is, where is Josh going to come out of this? He pitted 3 laps earlier, and he is going to be ahead of everyone with a straight line speed. And he's going to be side by side. He's just going to get it on Cones. Josh's undercut just plays out for him here. But now he has a freshly shot Cones on mediums right behind him. So he's going to have to hold him off now. But he's got clean track ahead of him, as Ken and Liam are now in a bit of a scrap. And fair about a yellow flag. That's Robin again. He's backing off. Something's happened to him, but he's letting everyone by here. But the big key is here. Wow, I don't know what the hell I just said there. The big key here is the Mercedes are the only ones who've managed to get ahead of everyone who's just pitted. Obviously, on the medium, Super Thomas and Jet most definitely will be pitting this lap, because their softs are going to be well off the cliff by now. But so there's Robin. Robin is going to let it span out, so he's going to let everyone buy him again. Jet's going to definitely pit this lap, and now he's going to have fresher tyres and 1 lap hold. You never know how much that could pay. Super Thomas follows him in. So the Mercedes of Sniper and Loki now lead the charge. And now the big thing is, Josh, can he hold off Cones here as they come to the line now? Josh is going to have the defender, the Cones, who has DRS here. Here comes Cones, he's flying, he's fine. Josh defends the inside. Can Cones go round the outside? He does it. Cones is into P3 now, and net P1. And Jet is going to be behind Axa and all that again. So he's going to be further behind him when he wants to be. But we'll have to see how his pace was, because he was battling Marco and Axa, remember? And he's going to have a bit about as Robin Whiteglass retires in the pits. He's 2 laps down and thankfully retires out of the race. So unfortunately he does not cause a bit of mishap, hopefully, later on in the race. But now the question is, how are these Mercs going to take this? Since they're a 1-2, they are, as you can tell, so close together in pace. It's going to be the big question is, how are they going to manage this? I'm going to quickly go and see who the quickest car on track is right now. I can never remember how to do it. Give me a minute. There we go. Codes is currently fastest car on track, but that was on softs, remember? And he is pulling away from Josh here. Next, the fastest car after him is Josh. And then it's a bit no, it's Enzo. No, I'm just messing up. Codes now goes fastest, even better now. Just gonna ignore that. There we go, sorry. But let's see, the big question is, how is Axa gonna do it? Is he gonna get past Marco here? DRS, yes, he doesn't have DRS, it looks like. Oh no, wrong call. Axa, is he gonna look for the inside move? He thinks better of it, as Ken gets into P9 now. After pitting early, so he's having a great recovery drive back into the points for the Alfa Romeo driver. But big news is, as Enzo gets 3 seconds added on now, he's currently in last position, trying to battle his way through, but he's got the freshly shot of Super Thomas ahead of him. After his quality pace, Enzo is one of the favourites to win this or get on the podium. But unfortunately, he's unfortunately had a bit of a mistake on the curve, I think, and it just bit him down. Well, jumping board and Mercs again, as Sniper leads them this now, because these two are exchanging the lead and not fighting each other at all. They're happy to keep pulling each other like this. As we're going to start lap 15 now, Loki will probably take the lead back here from his teammate. As Loki is going to, as they're looking like defend, Sniper defends the inside, side by side, but Loki has the better top speed and takes position around the outside. Now the big one is Michelidzi's got Marco and Axa. This could be a double overtake here. As look at these two, it's going to be 3 wide here. The DRS is that powerful and they're side by side here. Well, still going Michelidzi's POV. And Axa backs out and Marco keeps position. Further back, Super Thomas is got past Liam and Enzo's going for it also. As Enzo gets into P5 with a late little lunge to follow Super Thomas there. But there's not much change at the front. Codes is starting to catch up these guys ahead of him now. It was 5 seconds at the start of this lap. It's now 4.2 now. The fresh mediums are clearly working for him now. As we've had no safety cars yet, we even though we've had 2 cars DNF'd in a dangerous position. So we've had a clean race so far. Codes is on fire today. He's pulled 2.2 seconds on Josh. He's now 3.6 behind the Mercedes drivers because these are going to be pushing their stint maybe to lap 20 softs to the end. We'll have to see how this goes, as now Sniper is probably going to take the lead back from his teammates. Since these two are not, as it looks like they're not, but they are scrapping. Loki defends the inside and Sniper round the outside yet again into P1. I'm going to jump aboard on Marco and Axa. These two have been battling all race long. Axa has DRS. Marco has no DRS this time. We'll jump aboard Axa's POV. Can he get around the outside? He's going to wait, and he's going to have to wait yet again. He's just too far back to make a move. But Marco moves the car a bit there. Enzo gets past Super Thomas, it looks like, and into P12 Enzo goes. Great recovery drive from Enzo here. He's into P12 now. He's got the cars ahead of McCatchy. We're in a bit of a train with Michelizzi, who hasn't pitted yet. So this is costing him a lot of time here. Ken cannot get past Michelizzi. And it looks like all the cars behind him, as there's Pitmax looking very aggressively trying to get past Ken here. He looked for a move on the inside. Look at him, he's pushing him up this sector here. Pitmax is literally pushing Ken around the track. And oh, Ken did a little bit more because of that. And they're going to be side by side, baby. Jet's going for it though. Jet's side by side with Pitmax. And oh, contact as Jet's crossed the track. Must have got the penalty from that there. And Sniper pits from the lead. So Loki's by himself now. As Sniper pits pushed off to the end of the race now. As we're going to see, here comes Marco and Axa yet again. Is Marco going to hold him off yet again, a Red Bull? As Axa is trying. He's using no ERS. And he's got no DRS. What the hell? Bit strange, but Sniper's going to come out in clean air in last position. And it looks like, oh, Pitmax had a huge moment there. Michelizzi has been overtaken by Ken, but Michelizzi is holding up Pitmax here. Pitmax knows he needs to get a move on here if he's going to get anywhere near. And Michelizzi, I feel like, is going to pit this lap. I feel like he's going to react to the Mercs who have pitted. The gap is now 2.2 ahead with low key, but the question is, can Sniper jump his teammate here? Or are they going to DRS off each other again? As the big battle right now is still for P5 on the road. It's currently Marco and Axel. These two are not able to get away from each other. They overtake each other in DRS and they just take themselves out. But Marco's held off for 2 laps at the moment. And Loki does not pit. He's going to go for another lap, it looks like, Loki. He's going a bit aggressive on strategy, it looks like. He's going to try and extend his stint more. Michalizzi and Pitmax, something's going on there. Gets past. Michalizzi's going to have Jet to the inside now. And Jet can't get there because he has a better run here. He has more ERS. Goes to the inside for the next corner. And Jet into P8. So that's Pitmax have a response. But it's not. Pitmax is down to P. Gets gate position, but he can't gain the next. Jet into P8 and now chasing Ken ahead of him. As a Sniper is now caught up to Liam and about time. Oh, I was caught that. Enzo is all over Super Thomas here. Is he round the outside? Is he looking for it? But no, he's going for a switchback here. And oh, I got a bit of a move there. This could be Enzo's chance here. The side by side, but Super Thomas is just going to have the straight line speed. As meanwhile, Cones is all over the rear now. You can see he's going to have DRS this lap. And I feel like Loki may throw in the towel and pit this lap. He's come around the last corner now. Is Loki gonna pit because he has the race leader coming in and he's the hard way here on Loki Chiefs. And Cones is gonna have DRS. He has his DRS over. Here comes the Haas flying to the outside now and takes the position. The straight line speed of that DRS is. While Axel, is he gonna look for a move yet again here on? Backed out yet again. Axel, I think, is happy to stay behind Marco. As further back, Sniper is going to get past Liam finally. And further back is a freeway. Michalizzi can't hold off 2 cars. As Enzo is trying again. He looks to the inside, but Super Thomas shuts the door on him. Enzo and Super Thomas have been stuck together now. And Super Thomas is holding up Enzo brilliantly here. This is for the last point position. Needs to go into the back, it looks like there. As this conflict is not going to end, it looks like. As Enzo looks to the inside here. And he's going for it this time. Oh, they just keep it on the track, the two. And Enzo's going to pull a brilliant move around the outside to take the position. What a move by the Ferrari, man. He finally gets past Enzo. But the question is now, is Loki going to pit from P2? No, he's going to keep going. Loki wants fresher softs to the end of the race. So this is bold by the Britishman. So he's locked in the battle for P6 in the constructors right now. Not constructors. In the title. Stinos has caught up to Josh now. He'll have DRS so he can keep this gap. Remember, Stinos has 4 laps fresher mediums, so Josh is ahead. Josh has another 11 laps on his tyres. As everyone else does, but Marco and Axel are side by side. Axel looks to be seen happily sitting behind him because look at his ERS now. Marco's having to use a lot to defend against Axel, and it won't be long before Axel's going to get away and get past him. And then Ken's getting caught by Jet and Pitmax, who cleared Michalizzi, so Ken's not able to get the gap built as big as he wanted when he got past, but he is slowly catching Axel, who's obviously holding him back up. Enzo's now on the charge, trying to catch up to these guys. And Super Thomas is coming on. Michalizzi, I think, is copying low-key maybe here for the tyres. Alright, so we're going to start. Cohen still leads handsomely now, starting to slowly extend this gap between him and Loki. We're going to start lap 22. Is Loki going to trigger it? Yes, it is. Loki finally into the pits now on lap 22. So he has 10 laps on the softs compared to Sniper, who's been on to 12 laps he'll have on the softs. Nice POV. But let's see, is Axel going to back out again? Axel's not going, he's going to go flying to the inside here of Marco. And I think Axel's just going to try and run away here. As Ken, meanwhile, is going to deal Jet all over him. Axel's into P4 now. Loki is not going to be far behind his teammate, actually. And he's going to be behind Liam, though. That could be crucial. But Codes has now a 5.8 gap on Josh, who's now going to deal with Stinos all over and battling for the podium here. So we could see a different podium for the first time. We could have Stinos having this first podium here. Tries Axel gets a penalty. That could ruin his finish now. With this titanic battle going on between him and Marco. And you can tell how hard he's pushing the car because he was sliding coming up the corner there. But Marco's managed to keep up to Axel. But look at Stinos. He is looking for the move here on the front stretch here. Is Stinos, the Ferrari, going to take the AlphaTauri here? As Enzo gets a penalty now. P9, his recovery drive is going to hit it even more. There comes Stinos. He's not using any DRS. He's using the straight DRS. To the outside goes the Ferrari man. And takes the into P2. But Stinos, now can he get away from Josh before DRS? Going to jump aboard as Marco's happy to stay behind Axel this time. And Ken is going to hold off Jet and Pit Max. Further back out there, Enzo and Super Thomas. Oh, as Enzo runs out of the RS and just holds the position. Low-key gets past as... Liam, you better not be doing the nose stuff again. Nicolizzi pits now, but he has clean air, so he could go fastest lap. Unless the safety car comes out and ruins everything. Lap 23, Cones has managed to get away 6 seconds, and Stinos also is pulling away from Josh. The gap's 1.1 here. So Stinos could be in for a comfortable finish here and a P2. Which will be his best result here at Imola. And the Ferrari as well. As Josh, I think, tyres may have died off compared to Stinos' tyres. The only thing I'm thinking, maybe Josh, maybe went just a bit too aggressive here on strategy. Unless he thinks he can go for a 2-step, but I don't think Josh will do that. Come on the final corner now. Axel's got the gap to 8 tenths now, but Marco's going to claw that back of just how strong the DRS is. It was 9 tenths to start with. And what is it going to be the end of the DRS straight? And the gap was cut by 5 tenths. Further back, Ken still holds off Jet and Pit Max. Great defensive driver by the Finland driver. And Enzo yet again holds off Super Thomas for the second, first 9th and 10th. But look in the wings now, Sniper's starting to catch these guys on the new softs. But the big challenge is going to be low-key. He pitted 4 laps later than his teammates. But he's got even more ground. He has fresher tyres, yes. But he has even more ground to catch up if he's going to make this strategy work. And Stinos has managed to pull 2.4 seconds away. Josh is struggling. Axel could be on for this if he can get his pace down. As Axel, you can tell, is going full throttle. He's having loads of little moments going out corners. I'll have to see how this plays out as we're going to lap on to lap 26 now. As Axel starts his lap 26 now, he's got Marco who's caught much closer, but his ESD rating now, so he's had to use a lot of ERS to keep up to Axel. And I think Axel is going to hold out as Marco backs off slightly in the throttle. Meanwhile, further back, Jet's going to the outside of Ken. Ken can't defend him this time. And Jet into P6. And now can he get away from Ken, who's just derating a little bit? And then obviously Sniper is much closer now as the gap's down 4 is only 1.1 from Super Thomas. But he's going to have a big question because these two are battling and obviously Super Thomas has DRS. Loki is still 4 seconds back from his teammate even with the fresh tyres. Let's see what their times are right now. Loki's a 16.2 and Sniper's a 16.8 fastest time. But no one gets near Code's a 16.1 apart from Stinos, 2 tenths back. And Marco now gets the penalty. That's game on for that P4 position now. Let's now look at Sniper has now caught these two ahead of him. This could be a key moment for Sniper now. Obviously, he's currently P11 and he has no penalties. If he can get past these two, as now Nicoletti joins, who's massively behind, unfortunately. I'm going to stick on board with these guys because Ken's just too far, but Pit Max could do something, but he's just a bit far too back too. Marco yet again catches back up, but backs out to stay behind that Red Bull today. What a me. Let's just see how this race plays out. As we've got another 6 laps to go. Corn just happily 7.2 up as oh, Sniper spins out! The Austrian spins out of P11. What happened there? Does he have front wing damage? I can't see it from this angle, but I think he may have. Yes, he has no end plate. So something's happened to Sniper to lose an end plate. Liam's on 25. Yes, there it is to zoom in. Sniper must have had contact or he hit the wall. That's big now because low key's being released now. Oh, look, it's caught to Enzo. And yeah, that was a reset the track. That's the okay, but Axa and Marco yet again. This is round 10, I think, by now. Marco again looks like it's going to be happy staying. But look at this, they have caught Josh. The gap's 1.5 now. Stinos is 5 seconds up the road, and as Marco has gone past Axa, he does not letting him go this time. But remember, Josh is just going to hold on to these guys because these two both have a penalty. But Josh's tyres looks to be struggling now to keep up. To keep his pace up, he's got 4 lap old tyres, remember, compared to the guys behind. And Josh is now going to defend Marco and Axa. As Michelitti gets speed in the pits, I feel like he's going for fastest lap now. Same with Sniper, who spun out with end plate damage. And Enzo gets another penalty into P11. He's in P11 at the moment, so unfortunately I think that will cost him his finish here in the points. Because Loki's on fresh softs now and start trying to catch up with Thomas now. As now Josh has got Marco and Axa all over his diffuser. We're on lap 27. Coles is just starting lap 28 now. But look at this. Marco is looking so eager to race, and Axa also. So this battle for the podium is not done yet. Josh doesn't have penalties, yes, but his tyres might be dead enough for these guys to get away. And we'll jump aboard his POV. Here comes the first guy. There goes Marco in the Aston Martin. And there goes Axa. Is Axa going for 2 for 1 here? Yes, he is. And he goes round the outside. Axa, great move by the Red Bull driver into the podium again. But Josh has just got to stick to these guys now. And he's it's gears. Josh just went to 8th gear there. So unless his gearbox is acting up again. Unless Josh did that on purpose, because that was not a place you would want to be in 8th gear. Further back, Liam and Enzo pits. Enzo's now going for fastest lap. But Colton's just having a huge race and might be putting Sniper and Michelitti a lap down ahead of him if he catches up to them. He's had a dominant race. Stinos having a great drive in P2 also. And Super Thomas gets a penalty now. And now look at this. Josh is keeping up to these guys. So the DRS could help him onto his podium here today in P3. But you never know, it could end all. I can't look at penalties because of course. Sorry. Can't look at penalties because that will ruin it. Obviously, all you can see is flashes. You can see that the penalty mode. You've got 7 drivers with penalties. Now, is Marco going to go full out here? We'll stick aboard Axe's POV. Here comes Marco. Axe is going to defend the inside, and Marco has to go the outside, but he's stay behind him. This could be Josh's chance to stick to these two, and these two now hold each other up. I never know, Jet could play a factor if he can get enough time built. Kenna also. But this is where Josh's tyres are going to be starting to go off because 19.5 meters around Imola is just a hammer blow and he's got another 3 laps to do still. As Marco and Axel are just trying to get away. Remember, they have penalties to their name at the moment. Josh has now dropped out of the second. So Josh is really struggling to keep up to these guys. You have 4 lap old fresher tyres than him. As Liam's just pitting for fresh tyres now to go to the end. And he will go be fastest lap along with Enzo, Michelitti and Sniper for the point. Cohen's is 8 seconds ahead of Stinos and he starts lap 30 now. Michelitti is going to be out into P14. As further back, I'm going to keep an eye as here comes this battle for the last podium spot yet again. Josh is just too far to get DRS. Marco does have it though. But can he have enough to get past him here? We have 2 more laps to go. He deactivated his DRS. Marco knows he has to save them, but Axel's got more ERS than him. So that could be the dividend thingy for Axel. He has more ERS than Marco. And he could defend this attack that Marco was holding back to use on him. We've got 2 laps here of the Imola Grand Prix. Collins has absolutely dominated the field so far today as Enzo gets another penalty. So he will definitely be not out. He'll be definitely not in the points, unfortunately. But Collins has been absolutely flying from start to finish. Yeah, Josh dealt the pressure. He lost the lead to the Mercedes and Josh. As further back, oh my word, Liam! As Woodride's icon was so close to Sniper, but he nearly went into the rear of the Austrian. As Michelitti takes past his lap, is Sniper going to take it back? No, not at the moment. But the big battle here is Josh is just trying to stick to these guys. The interval is now into the 2 seconds now. He has another lap and a half to manage this. As here we go on to lap 31. We have one more track lap after this. Marco's going to have to give it everything he's going to get past. Josh is dropping back even more now. His fuel light's on. Josh might run out of fuel. As further back, Stephen Thomas gets past Ken and Pitmax. No, not Ken, sorry. But look who's behind him. Loki on the softs. His softs could come into the play to take some points. And Pitmax at the moment, and Loki's into P9. The positions aren't finished yet because Loki, remember, has no penalty, so he could be on for a good finish here. Sniper can only get fastest lap points at this moment. As now Enzo takes fastest lap points. A 15.5. But this is helping the constructors as Haas has now got P6 and 1 right now. And now Liam takes it 15 flat. So Alfa Romeo takes it now. Marco's going to have one last chap as Collins starts the final lap of the Imola Grand Prix. He's absolutely dominated the class today here in the Haas. And looks on for this championship now. Now 1 race to go. Marco gets past Axa. Axa, something happened to him. What happened to Axa? I was so busy looking at the calls. Something happened to Axa, which has lost him so much time. Josh could be in for it. Now, remember Axa. So this podium could be going to Marco's. Further back, Josh is out of fuel. Josh has run out a lap before the end. He's hoping for a safety car. He must have not put enough fuel in. And Josh is going to fall like a rock from P4 to out the points here. Josh is frustrated. You can tell he is so annoyed. No safety cars, no VSCs to save fuel. And he just couldn't get the fuel saved. So Josh is out of the points now. As there goes Loki, Super Thomas. And there goes Pitmax to the last point position. And now Enzo is the last car who can get past Josh here. But round the final corner for the last time, the championship is on for Cornsey as he wins the Imola Grand Prix. Stinos is going to come around the last corner in the Ferrari, wins his first race. His first podium in F1, and Marco is going to withstand the pressure and take P3. Unless as Jet caught him to Axa. Is that going to change anything as Axa spins across the line? Jet gets P4. And Sniper, Loki, is he going to improve from any of these positions? He can't, he stays P7. And now the big question is, Pitmax, can Josh hold on for this point? Enzo has just come around the final corner. It's just in sector 3 now, but I feel like Josh should have it just the last point. Josh is coming up on the final corner now. Enzo's just into the corners. Josh is just going to have enough gap to hold on for a point. Enzo is fighting so hard, but he's not going to get the points today. That's Pitmax crashed out on the start finish. Now, is anyone going to beat the fastest lap? Nicolitzi's got one last chance. His fuel light's flashing. He won't get a fastest lap. Liam, is he going to get it? I don't know because it went off there. But Liam had fastest lap before the finish. So unless Sniper has nicked it away from him, as Marco gets driving today, after a very hectic race, a clean race it seems like, apart from the little incident that happened. But Codes wins yet again. Another one for him. as we're obviously going to check this out, I'm going to quickly. As Liam did take fastest lap, but Colton now is 7 points behind championship leader Cameron. Let's see if he's going to race next week. Stinos is first podium, and then Marco from P12 all the way into P3. What a great job for the Aston Martin. And then Ken, where the hell did Ken come from? Ken goes P4, then Jet. Axa drops to P6. He must have picked up another penalty with me not missing. Low-key doing the alternative strategy. On the softs, P7 for him. Super Thomas, Pitmax, and just hanging on for the points. And Liam, Sniper, Enzo, Michalizzi, Robin, and Capicups and Wage now. So, well, title decided is going to be up here. Well, I'm gonna try and get the interviews done now, so I'm just gonna try and invite everyone to this group I'm in. Okay, so it's Stinos, Marco, and Collins, obviously. Just hang on, I'm gonna get interviews done today because the championship now is going down to the wire now between two drivers. Stinos and Marco. Alright, that's them invited. If they want to join, they are happy to join. Obviously, after a great race today, we'll have to see how this goes. Alright, so just gonna do something quickly because this is what I like to do. So the winning car today, obviously the Haas, yet again. We'll just have to wait and see if anyone's going to join the voice conference here today. If not, I will be in the stream, and obviously the title decider is next week at Monza. Alright, I'm just waiting for a few minutes. If no one joins in time, I will be ending the stream here, and obviously, don't forget. It's fine. Okay, so Coons can't make it. Stinos, I'm gonna guess can't, and same with Marco. I'm just going to have to wait and see if anyone else says anything. If not, it's just going to end the stream. Alright, so it looks like it's just going to be me. No one else is going to join. So, obviously, thank you for watching the stream today. Obviously, if you like, make sure to like and subscribe. Remember, watch the season finale next week because we have the championship decider between Collins and Cameron. Cameron does not look like he's going to go back to racing. So, that could be the key factor here. Well, just be me, Luke. Obviously, I will see you hopefully next week at Monza, and goodbye and enjoy.